Hello, this is Clone Fan 84 bringing you some coverage from my Florida State game and some commentary as well. Now, I decided to do some commentary on this. Obviously, I posted my displeasure on how the defense went in this game. I'm going to say that it really overall wasn't a bad game, but I just wanted to show off a little bit of what was frustrating me to the point where I just felt like it was not right. Now, in this video, I put every single offensive play that I ran in the first quarter against this guy just to show you what he was doing every time on defense. And if you look, he's not only pressing, but he's showing blitz every single time. Now, it's kind of like running the same formation or same offensive play over and over again. I'm sure he was running, I know he was running different defensive plays because there was times where he was lining up in zone, times where he was lining up in man. But the thing that was really frustrating about it, and here he actually gets his score, but the thing that was the most frustrating about this for me was that you never knew exactly what he was going to do, and you can't do the same type of disguise on offense. I mean, the offense is a guessing game anyway, but I mean the defense, there's plenty of ways to disguise zone. There's plays that are significantly for playing zone and playing man. If you hear some background noise here, I'm just going to get a cigarette in because I'm kind of pressing for time for work right now. But I mean, if you just look, every time he's coming up and showing that blitz, and I don't think I've ever seen a college football team do that every single play, and it was just a little bit frustrating. Now, this guy was a sim player, and his offense was perfectly fine, and his defense really wasn't all that bad, but the thing is, doing this every time, I mean, there was only one way to get past this, and I find it out a little bit in this drive, and I really find it out later in the game when I get down, that if you pass deep on this defense, it's going to kill it. But, you know, it just skews the stats in my opinion, and it feels a little bit more unsimilar. And there's another reason why that show blitz is just because you show the blitz and you don't know if, and then he drops it back into coverage, and I'm trying to get that slant in quickly, and I think that the split second of regular lag, this game was much better than last night. I'm pretty sure the lag made a huge difference. Or there was something wrong with the servers last night. I'm almost positive about it because this was much better. But I was able to get the ball back off of that fumble. But it just frustrated me to the point where I'm going to have to buy another controller. I'm sure you'll see this, Florida State, so I'll just let you know that that period of time where I wasn't picking my defensive plays, I think it was, I can't remember exactly when it was, but it was because I had broken my controller and I was trying to scramble to get my other one connected. The computer stopped you twice. I should have just let the computer play defense the rest of the game. Shoot. But, so yeah, that was, I just wanted to say that. I'm not mad at him, and the post was kind of, I have a tendency to get a little more frustrated, a little more angry with my posts, so to say, when I do it right after the game. I probably should just take a half hour off from the computer before I even attempt to do something like that, but nonetheless, that's what I did. So after I showed all those offensive plays, the rest of the time I'm showing the video like I normally edit it. Just to keep the time level down, I did try to keep it to touchdown plays and third down stops for the most part, but there was a few times where there was big plays that were stopped as first and goal, so I would show those as well. But there again, there's the deep pass that just works when you're showing blitz every time, and that's why Tiller has 19 completions for like 520 some yards, and you'll see that here at the end of this video. It's a stat skewer, if you ask me, and I know you're trying to be clever on defense, but when you're doing it every single time, I don't mind it if you do it once in a while. Like, I've played Joe C a couple of times, and he'll show blitz once in a while, and I'm totally okay with it. He destroyed me with Oklahoma while I was pissed at the game. I was never really... I obviously was never pissed at him. Like, some of my anger was going towards this guy for showing blitz every play, but that's kind of backed off. I mean, for the most part, I mean, he's very sim. Kneeling the ball on 4th down when he was up by a bunch at the 7. It's kind of a strategy move, I know. He was trying to pin me back so I wouldn't do anything. I still drove and scored. But I mean, that was the whole purpose behind it. If you notice, a lot of the times when he's showing the blitz, there's one guy getting through every single time. It feels like AI abuse to me. And there it is. Well, that time I had a little bit better protection, but his press coverage, none of my receivers were getting open, and then his defensive end just blew right by me. And it's tough enough to play against a defense that does that normally. But now, you have to deal with all that other crap too. I mean, I'm sorry, I was distracted. Go away, kitty. Go away. Go. You'll get your food in a minute. Anyways, yeah, it's hard enough to do it on an even playing field, but this guy's got A+ offense and B+ defense against my B+ offense and C+ defense, or B- offense, pardon me. And, I mean, I was successful in passing the ball, I mean, but that's the only thing I could do. And thank God Tiller's pretty accurate, because I would have been screwed if I had an inaccurate quarterback, because that's the only thing I could do. The option worked a little bit. Running plays would sometimes get me 5 or 6 yards, but I tried to refrain from it, because that defensive player will get through so quickly, I'll get tackled in the backfield for losses on run plays. And I can't even count how many sacks that guy had. I mean, Tiller had negative 38 yards rushing, and I mean, I was never sacked more than probably 7 or 8 yards on a sack, and I've had probably 5 or 6 positive rushes. So I mean, if that tells you anything, I just think that goes along the line of running the same type of offense over and over again. That's the only thing. I mean, it's not terrible. And there you see Tiller's stats. It's just ridiculous. I never passed for that many yards. So, yeah, I mean, I just wanted to say that. I have nothing against the guy I just played, but I just wanted, I wanted to comment on it and let you know how I felt. So, this video's wrapping up. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys look at the rest of the stats, including my wide receiver stats, which are also skewed in my opinion. So, this is CloneFan84 signing off from YouTube, from OS forums, from every which way this video goes. Peace out.